Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Jesus Srila Prabhupada 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 Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Good morning everybody. Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Good morning. Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Nityananda Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga Gaurachandra Gaurachandra Nityananda Nityananda Gaurachandra Gaurachandra Gauranga, Gauranga, Gauranga. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Nityananda. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hmm. Ah. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare. Oh my Lord Shri Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Oh my Lord Shri Krishna. Oh my Lord Shri Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Oh, my Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Let us glorify the boundlessly merciful, Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Prince of Raj, to taste the sweet waves of the nectar of transcendental love for Krishna, as well as to give that nectar to others. He has now appeared in the transcendental abode of Navadvip as Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Let me offer my respectful obeisances to Lord Caitanya Chandra, whose face is as splendid as millions of moons, and whose smile is as charming as the moonlight. He is like the moon that has just risen from the ocean of the pure bliss of love for Krishna. O Lord Chaitanya Chandra, by devotedly serving your lotus feet, one can attain the pure love for Lord Krishna that is the ultimate goal of all endeavors. O Lord Chaitanya Chandra, O great auspiciousness of the world, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Lord Chaitanya Chandra, Lord Chaitanya Chandra, Lord Caitanya Chandra, Lord Caitanya Chandra, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Moving his hands and feet, raising his two golden rods of his arms, trembling as he dances, and madly calling out Hari Hari in ecstatic bliss, Lord Chaitanya Chandra vanquishes the inauspiciousness of the world. To that Lord Chaitanya Chandra, whose eyes are like two large lotus flowers, and who is immersed in tasting the sweet nectar of pure love for Krishna, who is the crest jewel of all incarnations, I offer my respectful obeisances. Yeah, his two eyes. See, the eye of conclusive truth and the eye of ecstatic devotion. Ooh. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. You know what's special about this place here? There's nothing more conclusive preached in Vaishnavism and nothing more ecstatic. That is why it was so unique. And ultimately, this will win everything over because it's God, man, here. The real God, the true God, the deep Lord, the one that very few know. The two eyes of the Lord are here. No one eye. See? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. If you only appear with one eye, you're a sahaja. Either way, you need two eyes. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama. Yeah, the Vaishnavas should be using the standard. Where is the most conclusive understanding of the absolute truth? And where is the most ecstatic experience of God? That's it. That criteria only. That's the best place to be in the universe, actually. Not just the world, the universe. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. You guys who come late miss so much already. Too bad. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. O Lord Chaitanya Chandra, whose form is full of blissful pastimes, O Lord, whose complexion is as splendid as gold, O Lord, who gives in charity the nectar of pure love for Krishna, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Oh, where is that? Where is that Lord giving pure love of Krishna in charity? Where is that? Oh, what is the point of worshiping? If this is not to happen again, what is the point of worshiping Lord Chaitanya? Might as well go become a Christian. At least Jesus given something, you know. Yeah. Given some kind of transcendental feeling. Yeah, I mean, God, when I used to read these verses, I say, yeah, that's where it's at, man. He's given me that. Jesus gave me that love. Yeah, it came quick, just by a little faith. Yeah. Yes, yeah, Lord Chaitanya also, Prabhupada, his books. Yeah, it's it's like Balaram. Is he's you know going around. It's good. It's kind of getting back into the action again. And doing his little Ritvik thing now. He's really into this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's the sahaja thing. You're trying to jump to the see. I mean, I could do it when I as soon as I got Prabhupada's books, immediately ecstasy, prema. But these others, they get something, but they want to claim that's the prema. That's the highest thing, and it's not. You got to have the symptoms, man. Where are the symptoms? Hey Balaram, where's your symptom? Oh, well, I see. I got this, or a drop, came, or something. See, no, the ones you should get some shiksha from this. I mean, this is logical. You go to the devotees who have the more deeper symptoms of prema, and their knowledge is going to be deeper, their understanding, and so that's how you know. Otherwise you're not analyzing things properly. Your standard is not correct. That's the whole thing. The standard is not correct, and yeah, it's you know, and that's the thing. When you realize that, go ahead.
They don't understand our language. I was
Yeah,
talking in a group again. They put big question marks if I explain something. They don't understand transcendental. Yeah, they don't understand
yeah,
transcendental. No,
yeah,
yeah, explanations. For them,
yeah,
it's what are you talking about?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. The same thing. I responded also with a great explanation. They probably don't understand it. I've been going through this for years. Yeah. So that'll be that way because they're on another platform. That's why Prabhupada preached on that platform. See, he preached on for babies who couldn't understand this. You know, then it's like, okay, one and one equal. We're doing like geometry now, and they're still adding. One and one equals two, and all that stuff. So that's why and Prabhupada put it in his books. I mean, devotees need to express themselves somehow or other. They cannot just be like their whole lives. So they do it in their writings often. So we're doing those writings and bringing out preaching, and there are people ready. I mean, they're not just finished with that. They still have faith in that, and nothing can be done. They just gradually have to see, that and this work. I mean, just by your examples of being ecstatic in front of them, regardless of what they say, they see it and they're getting purified. Doesn't matter. They don't accept it right now. First resistance, then acceptance. It's a principle. They did the same thing with Lord Chaitanya. First, they resisted. They wanted to throw the kirtan hall into the Ganga. You know, um, it was a disturbance to them, just like we're a disturbance. But you got to do it. Jesus was a disturbance. It's the ecstatic platform is a disturbance. That's why Prabhupada and Bhaktisiddhanta held it back a bit because they knew it's going to cause a big disturbance. So. But eventually this is a welcome disturbance because then everything will go deeper. We're prepared now. We have our ammunition. We have the books. Yeah, same thing. Goswamis did it also. They wrote all the books, and then these three preachers went out and began to distribute them. And they did just what we're doing. They used the Bhagavatam concepts to destroy all these fallacious arguments, all these superficial uh, 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 lies, basically, and speculation, basically speculations. Yeah. They used the Bhagavatam, the real solid thing, and some people accepted, and those who did, see, they can come onto the ecstatic platform very easily. The Lord Chaitanya did the same. In South India, people would give up. He would preach to them after he'd show the ecstasy, laughing and crying and like this, and choking up and worshiping God very intimately right in front of everybody. And then they'd ask him, "Oh, what are you doing?" "Oh, this is worshiping God. You could do this also." And they, "Well, what if?" Sometimes they would want to fight with the Lord or debate with him, and he would destroy their arguments with these solid bhakti scriptures that are produced from ecstatic realizations, just like we do, same thing. And they were some were really open, and maybe these Buddhists were not at first. They wanted to poison the Lord, and so that didn't quite work out right for them. And the Lord established his chanting the holy name and the bhakti scriptures. And that's what we're doing here now. See, the bhakti scriptures have to be established as they are now. Otherwise, everything will stay superficial. I mean, it's like, oh, you think ultimately the Lord is impressed with Varnashram Dharma worship? No, that's why Veda Vyas in his own heart was unhappy. The Lord said, "No, I want more. Bring people deeper now." See, Bhagavatam, 9 cantos, and then 10th canto. See? But then you have to be very qualified. You got to go through the 9 cantos and do all the austerities and everything, and by and by, after many lifetimes, then you can go into 10th canto, right? Isn't that what Narayan Raj preached? Yeah, well, it's very high, 10th canto, prema, all that. We'll just talk about it intellectually and, you know, yeah. But then Chaitanya Lila, see, comes and see, oh, Lord Chaitanya Chandra, who gives love of Krishna in charity. See? That's the good news. Oh, Jesus Christ, who gives the Holy Spirit in charity. Right? Those who believe in me, they will be forgiven their sins, and the Holy Spirit will be. See, need a savior sometime. So, what message do we carry? Is it one of ceremonies and rules, lighting candles and conch shells with water in them, and all that stuff? No, it's the message of deliverance. It's the good news. It's always been there. It's in the Bible. It was in the Bible, and Jesus just extracted it. See, from the Bible, from the Holy River, extracted it of the Bible. Right? What am I doing here? We're extracting this from the Holy River of the books. What did Nartam do? He went to the river. The Lord deposited ecstatic love only for him. He went and everybody was taking a bath in it, just like everybody's taking a bath in the Bhagavatam, right? Oh, they're all taking a bath, but who can extract the ecstatic message? Uh, Only Temple, Lord Chaitanya's Amazing Grace Place. See? We extract it and then flood the world with it. There ain't no anything like this. There's no preaching like this, no ecstasy like this anywhere. They can squawk and cry and complain like Democrats. But us conservatives are going to win. I'm a very conservative person. We're not, we're just barely expressing ourselves, holding so much back, my friends. Very conservative. And you liberal crybabies are not liberal at all. You liberally spread difficult paths and things that don't work and your speculations liberally all over the world and keep it down, keep it non-liberated. See, so we're in our conservative way, see, in our capitalistic way, in our smart investing here, see, we make everybody wealthy. See, we're conservationists here. See, we conserve the real Krishna. Yeah. We preserve him, conserve him, and give him out liberally to whoever wants. So we liberally give out this ecstatic path and this conclusive knowledge, and they liberally give out rules and regulations. Okay, what's going to be a stronger path? Come on, man. What's going to please Krishna more, really? What did Lord Chaitanya actually come here for? That should be the question. Two things: to relish bhakti, which we do, and to distribute it to others, which we do. So what's the fault? Well, it should be we should have a busy schedule here, flying in to all the temples everywhere and giving classes about how to understand and how to understand Lord Chaitanya's real mission, which nobody is teaching. Nobody is tasting that we see this ecstasy and distributing to others. It's all this no show thing, all this inconclusive preaching. Even the best of them, they still don't do it right. You know, inconclusive. The more I see this preaching, even of these nice persons, still I'm gonna smash all their arguments because I can. I'm going to smash your only Shiksha gurus for non liberated people are liberated souls. Don't tell me a Tamal Krishna is a Shiksha guru. The guy was non liberated. I was initiated by, I've talked to him, I've seen him. He was dry guy, man. Don't tell me he's Shiksha guru. I don't care who says that. I don't care how nice a person they are. I'm going to disagree. That's okay. You can have your own opinions. That's all right. I'm going to stick with mine. Tamal, Krishna, and every one of those friggin' gurus is non liberated unless they want to prove otherwise. If they're dead, too bad. If they got any real disciples, let's see. But a lot of them, they also too shy or something. I don't know. So it's got to be like, hey man, this is big Maya now. Big Maya, huge. I want to see reality. I don't want to see lies, speculations, possible, doubtful things. No, 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 no. Let's see real ecstatic devotion confirmed in the scriptures and confirmed by transmission. And let's see real conclusive truth that comes from it. Who's with me? Why not? Why should we have all these passe ideas being expressed? One guru is also saying, "I'm going to just tell you, can, hey man, I'm not bad, mad at you or anything. I'm just mad at the ideas. That's all. So, I just don't like these ideas. I don't like this to do this self-examination of some false friggin' ego. What is this? You should examine yourself? Bullshit, man. You should examine Krishna. Examine him very closely, like we do here. We only examine Krishna. Forget about examining your false ego. That ain't the real path. It's examining Krishna closely in association with ecstatic devotees, and boom, you get it. Otherwise, you're doing these long past many lifetimes, and that's what you learn from a Tamal Krishna. Impotent stuff. And they say you can disagree that guru, you can disagree. It's fine. I have nothing against him. But I disagree with the ideas. Just like Prabhupada disagreed. You see, you got a Shiksha, Sridhar Maharaj, okay? Prabhupada disagreed with Sridhar Maharaj. And so, okay, he's on that committee. I'm on Prabhupada's side. He says he's Shiksha guru is Sridhar. Okay, well, Prabhupada is mine. And I come on his side. And you better have Prabhupada's ideas, otherwise you're not. That's not Prabhupada's. Everybody can be Shiksha guru. No, no. Only liberated souls. Shiksha and Diksha are on the same level. If you have a real Diksha guru, let's talk ideal. If you have a real Diksha guru, they're a liberated soul. They whisper. What do? They whisper or shout in your ear the transcendental vibration, right? You cannot whisper a mundane vibration if you're, a spiritual vibration if you're not a liberated soul. So Diksha Guru should be liberated, right? Transcendental vibration from you got to hear from them. And Shiksha Guru is on the same level because their vibration, they're also going to whisper or shout like a lion in your ear, the transcendental vibration, right? So don't give me this. Shiksha could be a lot of these. This is what they do to prove their point. Oh yeah, we can have lots of non-liberated Shiksha gurus, which they do thousands now because of that stupid concept that low level, low class, crow feeding conception that you can have non liberated Shiksha gurus. Baloney, man. Where did Krishna Das Kaviraj praise anybody that was non liberated? Where does anybody praise? They neglect them, they neglect these false ideas. All glories to Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami. Where's a non-liberated person? My Shiksha gurus, Rupa, Sanatana, blah. All these persons are liberated souls. Not one non-liberated person there. Shiksha guru and Diksha guru on the same platform. Otherwise, you've got a bullshit line, man. Bullshitting everybody. You don't have, I mean, you know why people get Lord Chaitanya's mercy here? Because we're conclusive like the Lord. The Lord is inspiring this, and the ecstasy is here. That's why we have the real line here and nowhere else. Nowhere. Nada. Read my lips. Nada. Boy, we just cut off the whole thing. You want Lord Chaitanya's real mercy, amen? It can be very easy for you. Otherwise, go ahead and resist all you want. But that ecstasy of the Lord that was here 550 years ago is here again. And that conclusiveness that was here 550 years ago, spoken, is here again. It was in the book form, but none of these guys can ascertain it because they're not have that ecstasy. That's how the Lord proves this. Yes, it's correct. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna are certainly guru, and that happens here too. There, show me any other place, and there ain't any other way. They just blah 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 talk, but no action, no ecstatic love awakening. No, I'm sorry, we're too shy. We don't want to show that we're really bona fide. And then they show these concepts. I mean, I'm sorry, the guy's a nice guy, that guru guy, but still he's inconclusive. So I'm at war with his concepts. If you can prove to me that these what I'm saying is not the right thing, but they can't. You show me that examining your false ego is better than examining Krishna closely, which Lord Chaitanya taught in association with devotees. That's what I teach here. Examine Krishna closely, and all the bullshit comes out of you. All that shit, that false ego comes out of you like crapola. So don't examine it. You just let it go. See, that's how they see they don't have that path. They don't have that power to exercise the crapola. They want you to sit there and look at it like a psychologist does. Man, am I mean today? You know,
Transcendental mean.
I came here to be a nice guy. I tell you, today I thought, today I'm going to be a good boy. I'm going to just chant. I'm just going to chant Hare Krishna and be nice.
You can't. It's impossible for us. That's impossible for us.
I wanted to look for the good qualities in everyone. See what Amy says. And it's happening here because you are teaching this path. You are telling us who the Lord is and what he wants from us. I mean, it just becomes more clear every day. I just come here to get more clear, actually, because it's like, wow, yeah, that's what it is. And get more bold on it, too. Like, yeah, what are we waiting for, man? Come on, let's just distribute the mercies here. Well, I've been waiting for 25 years. Why couldn't I get this across 25 years ago? But, it's just the way it is, man. There's a lot of Maya, mist around here, fog, everything. We're all fogged up. So Sadhu Sangha, Hari Katha, everything gets more and more clear. You'll see more and more people come. They says, "Hey, I don't know. This is somewhere." I see people already coming back and giving me friend requests. I think even that Ava gave me a friend request yesterday. It's Ava, where's she coming back? She wants to. Let's see where she's at.
I send her request.
Huh? You
I
too?
am in contact with her again. So
Oh, yeah. See, yeah, because everybody, everybody wants to be happy. You know, this is fantastic what we got here, man. Why should we keep a secret? Just keep testifying. Hey, man, come here. This is what the Christians do. They just say, hey, man, being with Jesus, fantastic, and yeah, man, this my life is so changed, and I just, you know, yeah. I was watching one other Christian who wasn't quite like that. He was doing this forcing, this. You got to change. It was like came off really weird. Even I thought it was. Oh God, some of them, they're not so clear. They just come out like and then they start just they sound like mad people. I mean, really mad. I mean, here we explain this madness. See, that's what I like about Vaishnava. We explain the madness. Explain, but that it's not mad at all. It's just ecstasy. Ecstasy is wonderful. Yeah, yeah. So, where were we here? Yeah, may Lord Chaitanya Chandra. This is auspicious introduction, consisting of benedictions. May Lord Chaitanya, whose shoulders are like a lion's and whose smiling cheeks are the sweetest of all things, whose body displays various wonderful symptoms of ecstatic love. See, I mean, this is what it's all about. Here you could see see, it's all about symptoms. When you become more intelligent, you come here, you'll understand, oh, let's look for symptoms of a person having the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, because that's really the ultimate goal of life, is to get this love of God, which comes from Lord Chaitanya and now through his associates. I mean, otherwise, you're going to Lord Chaitanya and you're speculating. Better to go Lord Chaitanya through his associates and you get the real Lord Chaitanya. See? Again, Bhagavad Gita, it all hinges on that verse. Always, everything. Yeah. And you won't get that loving ecstasy very fast. See, it's like Bhagavad Gita says, if you can't worship the Lord with loving ecstasy, then go follow the rules and regulations. Okay? But you got to do that a long time. And that means like lifetimes. And then you develop a desire to attain him. So that could be in this life or maybe another life. Okay? So it doesn't mean you attain the Lord, you just develop a desire to attain him. See, and then when the Krishna sees you're sincere, then you get the association of a devotee that's on the ecstatic platform. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, this Bhagavad Gita 10:10 is always becoming more rich for me because it's happening, it's working very deeply. And I feel that the Lord really give me the award that I worship him in ecstasy. They
Yeah,
really give me every day a new depth. More, he's playing with me,
yeah,
showing
yeah,
his face,
yeah, yeah.
hide and seek, and giving me. Oh my God, it's so
Yeah.
really having the
Just
award.
just like the verse you read, right? Newer and newer feelings of love and realizations and all this.
Yeah.
See?
And deeper, newer and
Yeah,
deeper.
deeper, newer, deeper, everything.
So
Yeah.
it's
And
interesting.
yeah, it's a opposite of the world. See, the people are worshiping the body, and what happens? They get nothing but limitation. And it's so much energy. They gotta, like, for movies, they gotta make a new movie every all the time because people can't watch them. I mean, they're bored. They want something new. But they're looking for this spiritual newness, but they're looking for it in the body, in the world, and it's not really there. So that's how Maya hooks you to go around and around and around, always looking for newness in the world, but it's not there. See, that newness is in the mercy of Lord Chaitanya in this ecstatic worship that we're looking for. See? People don't know this. See, so if until you come to that point of the getting the mercy, and see, that's the only reasons why see these Ritviks or these living dead gurus and their followers, they continue on those paths until they're ready to listen. Until otherwise, you see, they don't listen. They can't listen. Therefore, they can't understand. They have to. You get all of this by hearing, saying, "Oh, this is an authority. This is the real authority, not me. Let me abandon my opinion. It doesn't work. Their opinion works. See, my opinion, which is not mine, it's actually I ascertain it in the scriptures because of ecstatic worship. See, so that's Krishna's opinion. And how do we prove that? Well, you're the result. You listen to it and look at the result. Is God's doing that? I mean, He wouldn't awaken in you like He does if it was some other opinion. It's His opinion. See? Otherwise, you can cheat yourself. Listen, you gurus out there, all of you. You can cheat yourself and you can cheat neophytes and blind neophytes because you're blind gurus. But you can't cheat Krishna and Krishna's real deep devotees. See? That's why I keep doing what I do because you're all blind as far as until proven otherwise. Prove that you, I mean, oh, I'm sorry, I do. This is a very private thing, and then I'm going to preach my bullshit realizations. You don't even prove it that you're conclusive because of your ecstasy, and you want me to believe it. I'm sorry. You might be a nice guy, but nice enough is not to meet the real Lord. My Lord Caitanya is very strict on this. He uses his real devotees to distribute the mercy. So don't give me this, well, this is a very private thing, and then I'm going to preach my bullshit, that's not conclusive. See, that I can accept Prabhupada and Bhakti Siddhanta and Bhakti Vinod, even though they didn't fully express their ecstasy, because they're conclusive. Their understanding, I know, is the deeper truth. It awakens ecstasy in me. See? That's why ecstasy is not awakening in other devotees, because they can't understand Prabhupada, and those who represent Prabhupada don't represent the real Prabhupada like we do here. Yours truly, Gohari, proves it. See? No, God proves it, not me. The Lord proves it. And to me, the only I don't care about. Oh, I'm going to make disciples so they can become guru devs. They can carry big sticks around and prance around and preach all kinds of speculations that doesn't do anything other than make more sannyasis who can become gurus and be worshipped, and false prestige and pride and all that. Okay? No, no, no. To me, what works is ecstatic love, the real treasure of life. The supreme goal of life awakens and everybody is given the gift in charity. Maybe some of this bullshit has to come out of you, but that's okay. Just let the word go in and the bullshit come out. Isn't that a nice path? Just put in the pure word and the bullshit comes out, and then you become more ecstatic. Pretty simple, huh? River says it's the same movie over and over again. Yeah, same movies. Yeah, so everything's same old. Even this thing that they're doing, they think this is people they think, wow, this is really new what they're doing. There's nothing new. It's all this copies. Communism, they're making communism again, and the whole world is being literally destroyed. This Biden is destroying the world and America. I can't believe, right in front of everybody's eyes, and nobody's doing anything about it. Nobody has the power to. See? Destroying the world. Yeah, right in front of it. Take no more gas now, diesel fuel. Janaki ain't going to be able to go anywhere soon. There's no diesel fuel coming. In about a month, there's not going to be none. No trucks going to go anywhere. Food shortage everywhere. And you guys probably don't even know anything about this, right? It doesn't matter. It's just what's going to come is going to come. But that's no diesel fuel. No trucks running, no food in the stores. This is all planned. So we're going to do a lot of fasting. Hey, might want to. I'm glad I practiced a little bit, man, because my 30-day. Everybody's trying. We got to have a 30-day supply of food. Why? Why? I'm just going to go on 30-day fast. It's very good. They save a lot of money, and then when they have some food on the shelf, go buy it. And then, well, another 30 days. Oh, just do another 30-day fast. Maybe that's why I've been packing on a little bit of weight here and there, kind of for the, that's where, hey, that's what I've been, okay, that's good. Now I don't feel so guilty. All right, pack on a little weight for the tough times so I can live off the fat. Hey, man, this is Krishna. I thought I was wondering, why can't I lose this? Yeah, Krishna said, don't worry about it. There'll be a time when you can use that. You go 45 days on that or more, maybe 2, 3 months. Everybody else is buying all this food and running around in the stores to get all. You just sit there and say, got enough. That's why I packed it on enough. So it'll be useful in due course. It's true. It's really true, actually. Yeah, because if you're skinny and you go on a 30-day fast, oh man, you're in trouble, man.
Last year,
Yeah,
over
well, you'd be like, yeah. Me, I went on a 30-day fast. You just look like good, like, wow, he looks not like just regular. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, whatever it comes, what are we going to do? This is so big. You can't, you know, the Lord is behind it all ultimately. Yeah. So where are you aligning yourself? See, this is a great place to be. I mean, to align ourselves with the absolute truth. At least you're happy when you're going through this stuff. All these other, see, it's all about identification. If you identify with Krishna's glories, you're going to be in a happier state. The Christians, because they had the Holy Spirit, the early ones, they were thrown to the lions and they died with smiles on their face because they were thinking, Jesus. Even that was it James. He was stoned and he was looking up at Jesus and everything. They stoned him and he just went. That's why you better be enraptured before, well, because you're gonna, if you don't have this place to retreat, where are you gonna go? That's why people suicide out now. So many farmers are also there's big, there's because they have no place to go. We do. I mean, where would you when your whole world is turning into a miserable thing? It's like, God, where do I go? Oh, well, maybe I got to check out or something, and that's what people do. See, when you make your world, our world, God's world, Krishna's world, oh man, then whatever this is. Prahlad, look at Prahlad. He was there in they took over, the demons took over the whole universe. And the Bhagavatam says the real fortunate ones, they took shelter of Lord Vishnu, see, and they took refuge there. The smart ones, the smartest ones, the most intelligent, and so Prahlad also in Narayan, he was just in that, and he was just floating in all of this stuff. See, the demons were all happy. They're a part of the elites. They're all in the elite group. He was in the elites. His father was Hiranyakashipu. So he was in the elites, but he was pure devotee. See, the Lord has his plants. Even now, you're going to see the Lord will activate his plants where they are. They might be in these places with the Illuminatis and the elites and all that. They get activated, all of a sudden they change like this. They're already changing. Some of them, these demons are changing into real devotees of the Lord. They're just being activated again, like Prahlad was. So it's an exciting time, actually, really interesting time. I mean, you're not going to be bored. I mean, there won't be anything boring. You're going to see zombies walking around the Yeah, really. What do you think all these movies are? You know how many zombie movies they're making now? So many. Getting predictive programming, get everybody ready for the zombies. What do you think that's doing? Changing people. They're already, some of them are looking like zombies already. I pass people on the street, they look a lot different than they did some years ago. I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of people are changing. They're very, you know, the curtains are opening everywhere and seeing, ringing, singing Krishnas. Yeah, yeah. So this is a great time for people to come on, man. Don't you want Lord Chaitanya's mercy? It's here. Look at the devotee. Look at Lalita. She's lapping up the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Look at the river lapping it up, man. Yeah, that's the life, man. To be able to relish what God relished. The Lord relished verses like Lalita's relishing them. Can you imagine? You get the happiness of God practically. The Lord showed what is great happiness. He relished chanting the Lord's name in ecstasy, and we're doing that too. Oh my God! Oh my God! Why is anybody anywhere else? This is where that Lord is working again. What are you, insane? Yes, well, most people are, a little more or less. Why wouldn't you want to be where the Lord? See, we're tasting what the Lord tasted. I mean, you can, hey, Acharya Dave, go look in your own books that you wrote or translated. Yeah, we're tasting what the Lord tastes, what Shukadev tastes, what Rupa Goswami tastes. And all these other, oh yeah, we're tasting it, but we won't show you. No, of course not. And we won't even show you the conceptions really clear either. Okay? I'm so excited, I just can't hide it. I've lost control and I'm going to share it. Boo hoo, boo. Yeah, yeah, why not, man? Just let go and let God. Just do it. Yeah. I mean, what do we hear? I mean, that's fine, like people can maybe have devotion and all that and have some speculations. But, we can do better than that. Why not present the Lord was here 550 years ago and he had these conclusions preached? Why not preach them again? Why not? Why not everybody? Even though you may have some devotion every day, but why not let us present the Lord nicely as he is? Let us present real Krishna consciousness as it is, that Lord Chaitanya's mercy is available. Just come in line, become purified by listening to those who have ecstatic devotion and conclusive understanding. See, they bring in Satchidananda and get purified by that word and by that emanation. And then we have a real line going down the line. Otherwise, it just becomes religion until another devotee establishes it. It may have to come back like Bhaktivinoda, even though he's ecstatic. Oh, well, I guess we got to preach Vaidhi again. Because the Vaidhi thing doesn't last. After a while, people just, especially in Kali Yuga, oh, forget it. It's not powerful enough. Yeah. Yeah, why not? You have ecstatic worship now. All right. So, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Advaita Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Advaita Nityananda, Gaurachandra, Sri Advaita Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Continue chanting. Gotta go to the bathroom here. Sri Krishna Chaitanya.
Oh, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna
Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri 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 Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is chapter 1 of the Adi Lila. I'll read some verses here. By the grace of Lord Caitanya and Lord Nityananda, this darkness of ignorance is removed and the truth is brought to light. By the grace of Lord Caitanya and Nityananda, this darkness of ignorance is removed. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I'm going to back up a little bit here. Verse number 92. 92. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jai Srila Prabhupada. The foremost process of cheating is to desire to achieve liberation by merging in the Supreme. For this causes the permanent disappearance of loving service to Krishna. Yeah. That's a misconception. That's one of the many misconceptions. It's all about misconceptions, isn't it really? This is why this is the beauty. You hear from a real devotee, it dissipates your misconceptions. That's just one of them. People were teaching that as the misconception. You miss the real absolute truth conception. You miss that, and that's how Maya works. She's always giving you misconceptions to miss the conception. Isn't that amazing? Like a magician. You see how I'm doing it? You don't know it. See, he's giving you misconceptions, all that. Until you see, when you hear from a bona fide, empowered devotee, it dissipates your misconceptions. So you get the proper conception. That's God. In the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God. The Word was God. See, God's Word comes through his real devotees who give you the real conception as it is. That's what liberates you. That keeps you on target. Otherwise, the misconceptions, that's why the Putana, the false guru, the false representative of Vrindavan is up there sitting on their high seats and giving you misconceptions, giving you ideas and conceptions that miss the real one, the real Vrindavan conception. See, even the Vrindavan experience. Oh yeah, it's not about that. We're sitting on our high thrones. It's not about to have a guru who is an ecstatic devotee from Vrindavan with that kind of bhav. See, it's not about that. See, let me give you a misconception. Oh yeah, your Shiksha guru can be just about anybody, any non-liberated soul like Tamal Krishna or anybody, Radhanas, all that. All these they can see a misconception. And I get faulted for giving you the real conception that's right there. See? No, what do you mean? No, we're like that. Yes, we're the real gurus. Yeah. Oh yeah, are you a real guru? Let's just check that out right now here. Let's dissipate that misconception. One of the Bhagavatas, this is verse number 99, chapter 1, Adi Lila. One of the Bhagavatas is the great scripture Srimad Bhagavatam, and the other is the pure devotee absorbed in the mellows of devotion. And somebody says, oh yeah, that's me. I'm sitting up. You see, that's me. I'm absorbed. Oh, but let's see. No. We don't show any of these. It's a very private affair. Absorbed in the mellows of devotion. Oh yeah, that's me. Yeah. Oh, is it really you? Oh, let's see by the verse if it's really you. Oh yeah, through the actions of these two Bhagavats. See the scriptures, right? The scripture is as it is, man. The clear conception, the real conception, the real Bhagavat. Who's preaching that real Bhagavat? Who's preaching it as it is? Okay, well, let's see. Let's see what the thing is. These two Bhagavats, but through the actions of these two Bhagavats. One of the Bhagavats is a great scripture, Srimad Bhagavatam, and the other is the pure devotee absorbed in the mellows of devotion. Oh yeah, that's me. I'm absorbed. See, I'm Guru Dev and all that, but of course I won't show that and everything. Oh, I see. You don't show that. Okay, so let's see what else is in here. Through the actions of these two Bhagavats, the Lord instills the mellows of loving service into the heart of a living being. And thus, the Lord in the heart of the devotee comes under the control of the devotee's love. That's why, hey man, get off your friggin' thrones if you're not a real guru now. Time is short. Stop misleading people. Are the mellows of devotion being transmitted and transferred into those hearing the book Bhagavat from that person, and that hasn't been done, and therefore it's bogus? You're a bogey, man. You're a bogey yogi. You're some professional Bhagavatam thing, not teaching the real thing. Yeah, go ahead there.
Give them Radha Krishna, give them the two Bhagavats. That's giving them Radha Krishna.
Yeah. Well, the mellows of devotion. See,
Yeah.
now you can understand the truth and you can relish it and taste it. See, that's why I mean, I was always wondering, why don't they understand this? Well, they need to hear it again and again and again in the world. It needs to be preached. And how do we know that a person is a devotee Bhagavat? Well, when they speak the book Bhagavat, then in some of their devotees, ecstatic devotion is going to awaken. That Lord will be instilled in the heart and come under the control of that devotee. Can you see that in Lalita right before your faces? No, I'm Acharya Dave, and I don't see it. I say you're blind as a bat, and therefore you're useless now. You're not preaching the real Bhagavatam, and we are. So you might as well step aside and let us deliver people, because when they hear, they're going to become like that if they take it to heart and listen attentively. The mellows of devotion are still coming. It doesn't. Can you see the Lord under her control? See, under the control of the devotee, because she's a real devotee now with real bhakti. She calls the Lord and they come. They live in her body. See, that's your guru, man. Are you like that? If you're not, then you're not a real guru, not of the high standard, not of the right standard, not of the real Bhagavat standard. We're preaching that here. That's happening here. So that's showing this is the real standard. This is the real guru. If you're like this, fine. If not, everybody should come here. The whole world should come here and get this devotion. Because I haven't seen this standard. Nobody even cares about it. Nobody preaches it because they can't. They don't have this kind of level of bhakti. They can't even see this conception. They preach something else, like even that guru. Oh, yeah, you can have many Shiksha gurus, but none of them can awaken this bhakti because they don't have the real conception and they don't have the real deep bhakti of Lord Caitanya. They're not preaching the mercy of Lord Caitanya. They can't. Only it's being preached here. It's so deep that most Vaishnavas still not on a platform to understand this. They still think they know something about bhakti, but they can't do what the Bhagavat says to do. They cannot awaken pure love of God in others. And then they say, we're not qualified, we're not authorized, and we're waking up bhakti in others. Like the book says, yes, it's correct. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna. Can you see devotion to Krishna, Lalita and Johan and others here? Well, yes. Well, what does that? It means bona fide. Can you see it? Can you see? Show me in Radhanath's disciple or Jai. Show me one out of his thousands of disciples. Show me even one. But one will never. Hey, if you're a disciple of one of those guys, Radhanath, you come forward. Show us that you got something like Lalita's got. Show us, please. I've been saying this for years, and not even one will come forward because it's illusion. You're preaching illusions. See, that's why when you hear the real Bhagavat spoken as it is, you get the real conception and something happens inside. You go through a change, transformation. No bullshit. No speculation. A real encounter with God. You start to know the Lord for the first time. It's all in these books. It's like it's clear as day. See, that's why you see this narrative is being preached. It's the book's the real narrative, and this is what will be established as the standard. Okay? Because if this narrative is forgotten, then it goes back to religion again. And then it's just like Bhaktivinoda says, the acharyas ascertain these truths that I'm preaching openly and freely now to everybody, becomes ascertained by those acharyas, and they keep it for themselves and throw the rule book at you, throw the book of ceremonies, make you master of ceremonies. Not master of Krishna. No, no, because no devotion, no master of Krishna. Master of ceremonies. There you go. Oh, what did you get from your guru? Well, I've become a master of ceremonies. And they will think that is great. Man, I'm a master of ceremonies. I'm a master of the rituals. I'm a master of archana with the conch shell and all that stuff. Look at me. Aren't I great? I'm good at carrying a stick around, man. That stick never leaves my side. It's a symbol of a symbol of my authority over you because you believe in the stick. I just break the stick, but this is just a friggin' stick, man. You believe, oh, that's authority in that stick. Let me believe in that word of that person. He's carrying that big stick around. And I think, man, I carry a big stick around too. It's very light. You can't even see it until you get smacked with it. Nice, heavy stick of truth. Yeah, very solid, man. Boy, does it hurt the false ego, man. Oh, I don't care about bodies, physical bodies. You carry your big sticks around, and those who are bodily conscious, let them believe in the stick. You just be stick worshippers. I'll walk around with my stick that smacks the subtle body, the false ego. That's what we're after here. You didn't know Gohari was a sannyasi, did you? He's walking around with a stick all the time. You notice? I come to class with a stick. My dunda's right there, always by my side. You notice? I even come here, I say, listen, dunda, I don't want to do any dunda today. No thunderous dundas. No, no, no. I just come here, I just want to be sweet. And the dunda smacks. It just has a mind of its own. You know, they have this TV, speaking of TV series, there's a TV series called Stargirl. She's got a dunda, actually. You know, this dunda it moves by itself and it smacks people. You know, it has a consciousness of itself. That's what my dunda's like. That it has its own way. It works kind of almost independently. It rises up at the right time. I can't control it. But anyone can regulate rules and proper method of specific sin. But how could that qualify someone to be spiritual master? Yeah, see, spiritual master means master of the spirit, the supreme spirit. Can you call the Lord? Does he come? Because if he comes, you're going to be very ecstatic, man. That's your proof. That's your degree of devotion, bhakti, the symptoms. You know, I love Guru like a lion. This comes deeply in. That's how it works there, Fanny. See, Krishna is showing you many things because of your sincerity. See, because of your faith. Those who have equal faith in Guru and Krishna, not just Krishna, but Guru and Krishna, all the deep purports and truths are revealed to them automatically. I mean, I had that. See, when you develop that in another life and you come into this one, as soon as I got the Bible, equal faith in the devotee that was here, in the shastras of glorifying Jesus, boom, the purport was immediately, the scriptures, the deep truths about him just immediately appeared. And the same thing, as soon as I got Prabhupada's Science of Self Realization, immediately instant faith. and boom, the purports of Chaitanya Leela, Bhagavatam, and everything was just there because of that'll happen to you. Why not? You're getting the same thing here now. You don't lose this. You don't lose. As soon as you're in contact with devotees or devotional service or the scriptures, boom, it awakens. Just like now. What you bind on earth, you bind in spirit. You, Lalita, bound Satchidananda in this world. Therefore, it's bound forever. This is what this is all about. This is what this Sangha is all about. Forget this many lifetimes thing. That's too long. Get it now. Get it while it's hot. This is hot stuff, hot news. Yeah. Fanny is fanned with the absolute truth. Yes. See, through the actions of these two Bhagavats, see, the actions have to be in alignment. See, so that's how. See, that's the book Bhagavat, right? Book Bhagavat is Bhagavan, is the book incarnation of God, and that word, that God, comes through clearly through the devotee Bhagavan, who is realized Bhagavan. Right? Otherwise, that book Bhagavat's coming through. What did Prabhupada tell you? Jewels on the head of a serpent. If you're not self-realized and you're teaching the Bhagavatam and you're speculating and you've covered with false prestige, it's going to be not as it is, right? False conception, misconception. You miss the real conception. You got to get God. See, that's the you got to get that word. So you can't see when you. This is a science. I'm teaching a science here, simple science, very simple. You come, you hear here, and if you're hearing at the right place, things will happen to you. If you're attentively listening, things will happen, things will change, things will transform. Some will awaken very quickly, some will a little bit less, some a lot less, but there's progress. See, the wonder is that both brothers appear simultaneously, and the other is that they illuminate the innermost depths of the heart. See, so isn't that interesting? The first verse is by the action of these two Bhagavats, the mellows of devotion are instilled in the heart of living being. And the wonder is these two brothers appear simultaneously. See? See, that's the love of God. See, Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya, or yeah, Lord Chaitanya. Or two brothers, or maybe your Rasas, maybe Radha and Krishna appear in your heart. They appear and dissipate the darkness in the heart. Where have you heard this? Well, it's in the book. Is this gay? Just ask yourself, is this the most as it is conception you ever heard? Is this the illuminate? I'm only speaking this because I'm thinking, wow, this is amazing, Lord. You never showed me this before. It's ever fresh and ever new. More clarity. Wow, thank you for revealing what Krishna Das Kaviraj's line of thought is. Is that true? Did Radha and Krishna appear in the heart, or Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya appear simultaneously? See, Lord Chaitanya, the God is very ecstatic, right? And Nityananda is very conclusive and also ecstatic. See, he's a real devotee. You become related now. You're part of that. That same Lord that's in Nityananda is now in you. You're part of the family. Welcome to the family. Can you imagine having such a spiritual family like that? And we've got it going here, man. That's why people leave. You're stupid, man. What kind of contamination has moved you out of here? The first wonder is that both brothers appear simultaneously. Ananda and Chit. And they're both one and different, one and different, one and different. See? So you got the love of Krishna. See, they're one and different, one and different. See, and so the sun, see, the sun is that illumination in this world coming through a voice, a person made flesh. See, the sons of God are literally the sons of God. They illuminate the real conception of the absolute truth, the love of Krishna. That's eternal. Yeah. And then if you go back a little bit here, all kinds of activities, both auspicious and inauspicious, that are detrimental to the discharge of transcendental loving service to Lord Sri Krishna, are actions of the darkness of ignorance. See? That are detrimental to the transcendental loving service of the Lord, are actions of ignorance. That's all these, whatever you're teaching, whatever's in the way of the awakening of this transcendental loving service is actions in the modes of ignorance. Whether it's auspicious, you know how devotees say, "Oh, this is auspicious. This is auspicious. It's auspicious to do." I'm sorry, Gohari, I can't come and listen to your class because I got this auspicious thing to do. I have to go worship the deity. Oh, by the way, that's an action in ignorance. Bhakti Siddhanta did that. Oh, I'm sorry, Bhakti Siddhanta, I can't listen to you. I got to go look at the deities. All these Indians would file in there and look at the deity, and then they go. And so you see, Bhakti Siddhanta says, see, action and on us. They should be listening. They should just forget about looking at the deity they can't really see and come and sit and hear. See, hear from the deity that's working actively through Bhakti Siddhanta. Hey, listen to that word. And now you get more, 100 times more benefit. Otherwise, that's a very ignorant thing to do, to go look at the deity. See how everything becomes turned. These are Raganuga Bhakti principles taught here. Otherwise, that could get in the way. Vaidhi Bhakti. I'm sorry, I can't come to Sadhu Sangha. I got too much Vaidhi things to do. I got to go do this and do this and do this. That is not. No, Lord is not pleased that much. No. Advaita was worshiping the deity. And as soon as a devotee came in the courtyard, Ishvarapuri, he put the ghee lap down and went and saw the deity right in full. He was doing like this, went right down and went to see the devotee. These principles we teach here. I'm sorry, Gohari, I don't have Facebook. Oh, yeah, you can watch on all these. Yeah. Yeah, get on YouTube, man. Here, I'll put the YouTube link here in case somebody's asking. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Here we go. Just put the link up here so people can use it if they want. These two, the sun and the moon, are very kind to the people of the world. Thus, for the good of fortune of all, they have appeared on the horizon of Bengal. See, so they started that. They appeared here. And then they made disciples and real followers. See, real followers. Some were false. They just couldn't understand, the speculators. Some were real. Like here, we have real followers. See, they appear. The Lord appears on this horizon here. See, by this Harikata. Anybody who believes this, you get the kindness of that Lord again. You will feel it. It's not a pie in the sky thing. You develop faith in this preaching by association and by hearing and getting purified from the sound vibration and from these conceptions. And you will feel the kindness of Lord Caitanya. It's phenomenal. There ain't nothing like it in this world. It's easy peasy. You're in the right place. See, otherwise, everything's hard. You're following these gurus who don't even represent Vrindavan. You're guaranteed another lifetime. Here, everything here, the ease of the Lord Chaitanya worship is here. His grace, he's very kind to the people who come here. You notice that kindness? Isn't he kind? Can you attest to the kindness of the Lord here? Yeah. He's kind because you listen to his devotees. You believe that he is working here. That's why those who resist, like even your husband Balaram, he resists this. See, he's resistant. So therefore it doesn't go in, and he stays Vaidhi simply because of his resistance. He thinks he knows better and he's the teacher and all that stuff. All that stuff is keeping him from entering the kingdom. See, that's actions of ignorance. See, because it's detrimental to the loving service of the Lord. It is. It's not helping him now. That is in the way. Somehow or other, we have to put dynamite. That's what I basically do with this word, this stick I carry. Like dynamite. Blow that thing up, man. Blow up those misconceptions, man. They're keeping him back from the real kingdom of God. And others like him. We got to put depth charges in, and start blowing up these false conceptions. Is that basically? I guess that's what we're doing here. Just blow them up, man. Yeah. See, this is the birds come out. Yeah, birds and also the minds of people. They start moving around, doing stuff. See, essential truth spoken concisely is true eloquence. The essence. We just teach the essence here. That's eloquence. The essence. Just give me the essence. Don't put a lot of fluff around it. Make it complicated. They're very simple, you know. Some devotees have all this complicated stuff going in their minds, and they write big long things. I got to sit there and look and go through their eyes. I say I can't do it, man. You know, go to a psychologist or something. I don't know, but it's your minds are too complicated. I just chant Hare Krishna and just relish the ecstasy. And I just see people, they talk and they talk and they talk and they wonder, why am I so sad? Because you're not chanting Hare friggin' Krishna. and just meditating on focusing on the Lord, or you're examining your false ego. People are giving you the wrong path, and you wonder, why aren't you an ecstatic devotee? Well, my guru told me to examine my false ego and just look at it and look at it and look at it. Then you miss meditating on Krishna. See? Chant his name in association. Devotees hear their words. Hear, see, we give you the real conception. Meditate on Krishna. Don't meditate on your false ego. Don't examine that. What do you want to examine? Bullshit. That's been running you. Examine Krishna and become clear, and then you automatically see everything. The problem you can examine in darkness, and you're looking at darkness, and you're in darkness, your consciousness, and you don't get purified. No, come into, so come look over here, man. Look at these conceptions. Look at the holy name. See? Here, look at that, and all of a sudden you just automatically see the dark. You see the fall. Oh, that was false ego. Why was I into that? I didn't see that. Well, you see the light now. See the light of conclusive truth. You're redirected in the right channel now. Poor Balaram. We have to blow his conceptions with dynamite. Yeah. Well, he'll be the happier for it, ultimately. He'll be thanking us someday. Oh, thank you for blowing up Larkin. But they take a lot of sticks, a lot of TNT, man. Megatons. Maybe we'll need a nuke to unsettle his conception. We might have to nuke him. So read a few verses here, or anywhere. What book you got in front of you?
Me? I'm
Yeah.
looking at the book that you're reading, chapter
Oh, yeah.
1, Spirit
Oh,
of
okay.
Moon.
So read a little bit. Read this, starting with 106.
Okay. Thank you, Guru Maharaj. I see a word that I don't understand. Eloquence.
Yeah, eloquence means speaking nicely and
Okay.
beautifully, poetically,
Okay. Oh, yeah.
clearly, logically.
Thank you. All glories to Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhara, Sri Vasari, Gora Bhakta Essential truth spoken concisely is true eloquence. Concisely, I don't know it. Simply hearing, submissively, will free one's heart from all the faults of ignorance. So true. And thus one will achieve deep love for Krishna. This is the path of peace.
Simple, isn't it? This is why this works here. You just need to see somebody matches the verse, that matches the conception in the verse, matches the action of the verse, the deed of the verse. If that's why, that's proof that the person is an associate, is a guru in the Gaudiya Vaishnava line. If you're patiently hearing the confidential conceptions. See, Prabhupada didn't give the concept, he put it in the books for this time. That was setting the stage. That's why we don't see, like Balaram. So I say, see, Prabhupada gave prema. He did, what do you give prema? You don't got it. You're no
No,
representative.
no, no.
No, he didn't. He's saying, no, he gave prema. You don't need Gohar, you know. See, misconception. Completely bogus. See, now prema is given because I'm taking what is in Prabhupada's books that he doesn't understand, And because I have the order of Prabhupada and the blessing of Krishna, which he doesn't understand, obviously, and I'm preaching that, and therefore the result comes deep love for Krishna simply by patiently hearing these truths. It works. This is a prototype, man. Why, Balaram, aren't you scientific? I mean, what is your prototype? Come on, you can't even show us it works. That you what you believe in is shows there's speculation in because it doesn't work. This works. Man, look at even your own wife has 1,000 times more prema than you, and you don't even listen to her or anything. It shows you your ideas are misunderstandings.
He's
So
teaching
many
me.
Vaishnavas like this. See, they need to learn to look like, hey, man, she's patiently hearing from somebody, and this ecstatic devotion, deep love for Krishna has awakened in her heart. Obviously, this is the true path. It's in alignment with the book Bhagavat conception. See, people are teaching misconceptions about this verse. They say, "No, I'm sitting on my throne and I'm speaking and speaking and speaking, and here I'm saying, yeah, Radhe this or Lord Chaitanya this, but deep love for Krishna is not awakening in people."
True. Yeah. And then they say, like Balarami says, oh, but if I don't have prema in this life, I don't really care. But meanwhile, you're fighting with everybody because you are speculating. You don't
Yeah,
know what you're reading. You don't know what you're teaching. You're
yeah,
teaching wrong things and it doesn't go in.
yeah.
Doesn't go
Well,
in.
yeah, he wants to see. He has a strong desire to be teacher.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the thing. See, that's the same thing with Meena and Mahavirya. They all and my ex-wife. She wanted the first thing when she got with Narayan Raj. The first thing she wanted to do was be my teacher
Yeah. She
to
was my
instruct
teacher
me,
as
and
well.
that's where's their downhill from it. Always trying to because she was smarter than me. I needed to find a living guru, and she found one, and now she's on the real path and the right path, but can't understand anything now. Can't even see. See, she's like contaminated like they are. They can't see that Lalita Ganga is heard from a real devotee empowered by Lord Chaitanya, has gotten the result of ecstatic love of Krishna, that she's still saying, "Oh, Gurudev, when are you going to give me, when are my eyes going to fill with tears?" She's still on that thing, and Lalita Ganga's eyes are filling with tears all the time, and she can't even see. Well, anyway, I'm going to keep preaching the truth until it gets through. I'm going to keep smacking that false ego.
She tried to teach me as well. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous, Guru
There you
Maharaj.
go. See, yeah, like
How
so.
to walk
She's going to teach me
16
some.
times around the Murti in Mayapur. And
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
thought, no, 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 no.
Yeah.
This is
She tried to
ridiculous.
teach me. It's very important to wash your hands after a meal. I saw you. You didn't wash your hand, man. That's very important.
Oh,
See, you're reduced down to a stupid donkey carrying a bunch of rules and regulations. You can't even see the heart of anything. You know.
be
So
logic.
that's called guru aparad. See, when you lose faith in a real guru, so let everybody, you'll become like that if you lose faith in this. I'm just telling you, you could see what happened. Mahavira lost faith in this, and now he thinks, oh, there's no devotion in this world. See, reduced to that, and all of them. Meena, look at dry classes now. People still stupid to go listen to her and believe that they're really doing the right thing. See, even here, even inside here, people can be dumb.
Yeah.
And no matter how
Don't
much
think.
time they still think they know and they don't listen. That's why they're not empowered. You can tell. Use your intelligence now. Krishna's giving. You look everywhere for the Maya. And Maya could be inside here, and is. There are persons here also. They don't quite believe in everything. And they always. You can tell how they preach. They never say all glories to their Gurudev here. It's always some general things.
Yeah,
They're not really.
absolutely.
You got to watch, man. So
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
that'll be your test, or it is your test. There's so many know-it-alls in the world, and there are a lot of in this Vaishnava community. It's actually incredible to me. Yeah, I mean, know-it-all. You see, see, that's why these ideas are true eloquence, very simple, very logical, very clear, and they work. They get the desired result, which is love of God, love of Krishna. See, what is know it all? You know nothing if you can't produce this result. See, Balaram knows nothing because he can't produce this result. What is it? Your ideas are futile. Your idea, that's just time to find out. That's holding you back. That's holding you back from the progressive path now. What he's doing, and him like him, the Ritviks and the living dead gurus have no real bhakti. They're in their actions are in the mode of ignorance now, simply because this is here and this is the truth. Aren't you worshiping Krishna consciousness for the truth? That's what it's all about. It's about truth, man. The truth of ecstatic love of Krishna. And that is known here. That is experienced here. And you're teaching something else? I don't care what it is. That's ignorance. That is detrimental to the loving devotional service of the Lord, which is easily attained here. The grace of Lord Chaitanya is easily attained here, like it was 550 years ago, like those verses are written. And that's why they were written, because people were doing exactly what these Vaishnavas are doing now, following the lesser paths, the Vaidhi paths, the Varnashram paths. And that preaching was in that book. And I'm just extracting these truths and just smacking you with it. You guys are doing ignorant things. It's in your way of loving devotional service, which is easily attained here, simply because we carry the grace of Lord Chaitanya. It is a fact, man. It is indisputable. I dare anyone to come here and dispute that Lord Chaitanya's as it is truth is not here, and as it is ecstasy is not here. I dare anyone, and not one will come. They're afraid, they're cowards, and they're an illusion. They got no kahunas. Yeah, I'm mean, aren't I? I eat illusion for breakfast. Come here if you want to live. Otherwise, stay out in your death out there doing the empty death things, ignorant stuff. Why would you want to do ignorant when you have love of Krishna easily given here? Very kind. My Lord is very kind to the people that come here, proven over and over again. No wonder Prabhupada comes in. My full approval. Doing exactly what I want you to do. Do more of that, man. Dish out that mercy, Lord Chaitanya.
And
Convince
then
them.
they say, prove that that dream has been was there. How can we prove
Right,
the
yeah, right in
dream?
front of it.
Just
Prove
the
it. You're
results.
proof. Yeah.
Yeah, look at the
Yeah, proof.
results.
And then I came. You see, Guru Sadhu Shastra. If you
Yeah.
got a real guru, see, he says, what proof of that dream? Okay, well, if you got a real guru, then it'll be Guru Sadhu Shastra. See, the guru's preaching, and is he a real guru? Well, let's see. Let's check it with Sadhu and Shastra. Well, I was trying to check it with sadhus. I couldn't even find one that I was really impressed with. So we had to end up making them. I just started preaching, what I saw in the scriptures, and all of a sudden, ecstatic love starts popping up like lilies in the field. See? Now we made sadhus. Sadhus have love of Krishna. They say, sadhu, sadhu, very good, very good. Boy, what he says awakens my devotion more. Ah, there you go. And the Shastra pointed out, see, right there in the Shastra, it says just what I said. I just pointed out the Shastra. It is more as it is than people can even understand, actually. It's so deeply true. And they're not used to truth. Oh, no. Truth? Are you kidding? Speculation is the truth. Oh, really? Yeah, we like our minds spinning around, man. We don't get a big spin, We like to hear the truth spun by these so-called gurus sitting on the hunt. It's like the mainstream media. People get addicted to this, how they spin the lies and the speculation for material motives, so they can be big gurus or whatever they motive they have. Oh, of course, to help you into Vrindavan, which they can't do. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a real stickler for the truth, huh? Uncompromising. Well, I like it that way. Gives me some energy, some life, some ecstasy. God, just go ahead there, Lalita.
If one patiently hears about the glories of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Nityananda
See,
Prabhu.
patiently here's the glories of Mahaprabhu. You got to be pretty patient. You've been sitting here 2 hours hearing, what am I saying? Lord Chaitanya, the glories of Lord Chaitanya, he easily gives this love of God, and the Rayam Rajas on the other side. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He doesn't give it love. And they're all doing Jai Pataka. No, no. And Radhanath. No, no, he doesn't. He doesn't give that. No, no, the Lord don't give it. You have to work for it. You have to do austerities and fastings. And you know he doesn't easily give it. A patient. No, no, the glories of the Lord, and Goar is sitting there. No, no, the Lord is very gracious. You see, he very easily gives. He's very kind to the people. He gives ecstatic devotion, free and charity. And they, no, no, he doesn't. See, I got to fight with these big friggin' sannyasis who are little small fries to me, all of them, every one of them, because they preach misconceptions. You got to patiently hear the real glories of the Lord. Hey, he's very kind to the people. He gives love of God in charity, and he's giving it here because we're really authorized to give it. And you just come here and look at the way. You don't believe my word. How about looking at the fruits? Fruits, fruits everywhere. Fruits. Anybody? You want the fruit of love of Krishna? I don't believe you. All right. Well, how about that love of Krishna that God is awakening? Krishna is awakening. Lord Chaitanya is awakening others here. Huh? How about that fruit? Well, I can't think that. I don't know, man. I have a lot of doubts, man. My Guru Dave, he doesn't like you. He doesn't. He doesn't. He teaches something different, and I don't quite understand what you're talking about. Or I'm a Ritvik, man, and I know all about Prabhupada in that book, man. Man, I'm Balaram Das, man. I just really know everything, man. I'm a dry guy, but that's okay, man. You guys are juicy with ecstatic. I don't believe in that ecstatic love. I don't believe. I believe it's going to Varnashram Dharma. That's the prem of the world, is Varnashram Dharma, to be a nice regulated devotee, which I can't even do myself, actually. I can't do that much. I can't really follow everything, but we'll preach it. Yeah, at least we're preaching about the glories of ecstatic love, right? And even though I don't even want to do all those rules and regulations. It's
No,
just too much. I'm like of the mood of Bhakti Vinod Thakur in my life. Oh yes, I can't do all those rules and regulations, but I'll sit in front of a Vaishnava and attain everything.
and
Yeah, that's
preach.
what. Yeah, Prabodhana said the same thing. I say the same thing, and they don't believe it. No, no, we believe in that prema will come this way, and we don't believe that you got prema, even though it's so obvious. It's all checked in the scriptures, but they won't accept it because they want to be teachers. Oh,
Yeah.
you want to be teacher, teaching. Oh, very nice. Okay, go out there. Oh, yes, this Lord, just put a nice little veil there in front of them for a while. Let them live that out. the teachers, to be little teachers amongst neophytes.
Yeah. The goal is very simple for them. If they find somebody who says Hare Krishna once, they are happy
That's it.
already.
That's it, man. We got it, man. We cracked it. Did you see that, right? Did you see that, Lalita? He chanted Krishna. He said Hare Krishna. Then he goes out the next day, didn't he? Oh, Krishna. Who cares about Krishna?
Finished,
Ugh.
forgotten.
But he said Krishna. Yeah, in the next life, he's going to become a devotee, maybe.
Yeah, in the next
This is
life.
good.
Come on.
Ooh, wow. Balaram, you're a really smart guy. I hope he watches this.
I think so.
The best thing is he would get pissed off, man.
No, you can't get him
He-
pissed off.
Yeah, I know.
That's the
That's the
problem
problem.
with him. He keep on
Can't get us
smiling.
though. He always smile. Yeah, I'll get him someday. Get him to rage.
You can't make him mean even.
He's always a nice guy,
Yeah.
huh? Nice guy, but not so nice.
Not a good preacher.
Yeah.
Not a good devotee.
Yeah, I mean, here you have, see, the Lord is very kind, gives devotion here. This is the real path here being preached. They're the false followers. If they're preaching of anything other than the real mercy of Lord Chaitanya now, that's false follower stuff. Prabhupada knew that. He knew that was teaching a contamination to the real path. He knew it, but what is he going to do? You can't teach this without, you have to have the books to establish it. Goswamis did the same thing. They knew they couldn't preach. They had to establish the books, the Siddhanta, and then they gave it to the preachers, the devotee Bhagavats, to preach that. We're doing the same principle. That's why Prabhupada appeared to me, right? Come here to preach. Yeah, he said, my approval, man. You preach this stuff, man. Now, see, you see it as it is. These other people are not. Otherwise, see, the mercy of Lord Chaitanya is not easily gained simply because you don't accept the mercy, basically the easy conception, the
The
clear conception.
concept, yeah.
Yeah. You accept the misconceptions and then you're going around. See, they're going around missing the mark, always missing the mark. Because these people who don't really know the glories of Lord Chaitanya's mercy and are not recipients of that mercy themselves cannot preach it. See, Narayan Raj couldn't preach it. He couldn't preach it. He said, oh, yeah, we're talking about Radhe Radhe, Lord Chaitanya, a little bit less of that, but more Radhe Radhe Radhe. But he couldn't preach the real mercy because he preached, oh, well, after many lifetimes, you're going to get this. That's not the real mercy of Lord Chaitanya. That's not why the Lord came here. You're not a real associate unless you can distribute that mercy and prove it. Eh? The proof here is the people are getting it. Yes, it is correct. Those who are the real spiritual master, the real acharya in the real line, awaken devotion to Krishna. We're sure of that now. And if you can't do that, step aside. You're part of the illusion. That your actions are in the mode of ignorance now. Why are you keeping people away from the kingdom of God? It's right here. Why wouldn't any sane person want the easy prema that the Lord is giving in charity here, 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 here? See, a double meaning word there. Here, yes. Where? Here. And get this, you get the real conception of the Lord. The as it is truth and ecstatic devotion. What more do you need?
Don't you think it is that lower taste that they have that keeps them there because there are so many Vaishnavas, so many. So they must have some taste, otherwise they must have
Well,
some
yeah,
taste.
you see, they're kind of like stuck in. Many of them could be stuck. So, like I was stuck in ISKCON. it just wasn't the place for a Raganuga Bhakta. I was Raganuga from the beginning,
yeah,
but there was no place to go. I didn't, where do you go? Everybody is, they're just teaching that Vaidhi. They're all like that. So there could be many people that come for the more ecstatic thing, but they will know. But that's what the preaching is. The more people come across the videos,
yeah,
the more they'll know, oh, wow, I'm just in the wrong place. Let me go here.
yeah.
Was Fanny into devotional service at all before? Or nothing.
Nothing. Just
Nothing.
like me, nothing, Guru Maharaj, nothing. She just watched my videos because she liked to hear my something in my voice. And
Oh,
that's all. She heard the vibrations, and I talked about Krishna to her. We lived next door, so and
oh,
she heard you in the garden, and I invited her, but she was too shy to come.
oh, I see. She was there in the garden, huh?
In her garden, when you were in my garden,
Oh, she was too shy to come. Ah. Yeah, Krishna may take that shyness. Yeah. Okay, you know what? Let's take a little break now.
yeah,
Thank you, Lolita, for reading.
thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hopefully, we're entertaining enough.